Nature is full of strange and unexplained phenomena, but few are as eerie and unsettling as what happens in Yatinga, a small village in Assam, India. Each year, between September and November, hundreds of birds mysteriously plunge to their deaths, crashing into trees, buildings, and the ground. The event, often referred to as bird suicide, has baffled locals and scientists alike for decades. Despite numerous theories, the exact cause of this phenomenon remains unknown, making Yatinga one of the world's most haunting natural enigmas. The bizarre occurrence takes place during the late monsoon months, typically between dusk and dawn. On certain foggy, windless nights, birds, many of them migratory species, suddenly become disoriented and fly toward lights in the village. They collide with objects and either die on impact or become so dazed that they are easily captured by locals. While many assume this is a case of mass suicide, experts believe that the birds are not intentionally ending their lives, but rather falling victim to a yet-to-be-understood environmental trigger. Scientists and ornithologists have attempted to study the mystery, proposing several theories. Some suggest that unusual wind patterns and dense fog affect the birds' navigation abilities, leading them to fly toward artificial lights instead of their natural flight paths. Others believe that geomagnetic disturbances in the area could be interfering with their internal compasses. Another possibility is that the heavy monsoon weather weakens the birds, making them more vulnerable to disorientation. However, none of these explanations fully account for why the phenomenon is so specific to Yatinga and why it happens only during a narrow time frame each year. For the villagers of Yatinga, this event has been a part of their history for generations. Initially, they feared the falling birds, believing it to be a supernatural curse. Over time, however, they came to accept it as an annual event. Unfortunately, this led to another disturbing aspect. Some villagers began capturing the dazed birds for food, further adding to the mystery's grim reputation. Conservationists have since worked to spread awareness and discourage the practice, emphasizing that these birds are victims of an unknown natural force, not offerings from the heavens. Despite ongoing research, Yatinga's bird deaths remain an unsolved puzzle, blending science with folklore in an unsettling way. The village has since become a curious tourist attraction, drawing researchers and travelers intrigued by the phenomenon. Whether caused by atmospheric disturbances, magnetic fields, or something yet to be discovered, Yatinga continues to be a place where nature defies explanation, reminding us that even in the modern world, some mysteries remain unsolved. Aquariums are designed to keep marine animals safe, providing environments that mimic their natural habitats. Visitors come expecting to see creatures swimming gracefully in enclosed tanks, not breaking free and vanishing into the wild. But in 2012, Tokyo Sea Life Park witnessed an astonishing act of defiance when a young Humboldt penguin pulled off a daring escape, leaving both its keepers and the public in disbelief. The remarkable event unfolded when staff at the aquarium noticed that one of their penguins, officially designated as Penguin number 337, was missing from its enclosure. At first, they suspected it might have hidden somewhere within the facility. However, a quick search confirmed the unthinkable. The penguin had managed to scale a 13-foot wall and squeeze through a narrow fence, finding its way to freedom. What made this even more baffling was that Humboldt penguins, unlike their rock-climbing cousins, aren't typically known for their agility on land. Yet this particular bird defied the odds, proving itself an unexpected escape artist. Soon after its disappearance, reports of a penguin swimming in Tokyo Bay started emerging. Fishermen, boaters, and residents spotted the fugitive paddling through the waters, seemingly enjoying its newfound independence. The escape triggered a wave of public fascination, with news outlets covering the story and social media buzzing with discussions about the penguin's fate. Experts were both amused and concerned. While Humboldt penguins are strong swimmers, the waters of Tokyo Bay were far from their natural South American habitat, and there was uncertainty about whether the bird could survive on its own. For weeks, the escaped penguin remained elusive, dodging attempts at recapture. Tokyo Sea Life Park staff, determined to bring it back safely, monitored sightings and studied the penguin's movements. Surprisingly, the bird appeared to be thriving, catching its own food and navigating the bay's waters with ease. Each new sighting made it clear that the penguin wasn't just surviving, it was living its best life. After nearly 3 months on the run, the Great Escape finally came to an end. Keepers managed to track down and safely retrieve the penguin, bringing it back to the aquarium. While number 337's adventure was over, its story left a lasting impression. The escape not only showcased the unexpected intelligence and resilience of penguins, but also raised questions about whether captivity was truly the best place for such remarkable creatures. For Tokyo, it was a rare and unforgettable moment, proof that even in the most controlled environments, nature always finds a way to surprise us. Cities are built for humans with their bustling streets, towering buildings, and endless traffic. Yet every now and then, nature finds a way to disrupt this structured world, reminding people that wildness is never too far away. We often hear of deer wandering into suburban backyards or pigeons overtaking town squares, but few would expect to see animals as exotic as zebras galloping through the heart of a European capital. However, in 2014, Brussels witnessed an extraordinary sight. 2 zebras sprinting through its streets, dodging cars and astonishing pedestrians in a scene that looked like something out of a movie. The incident began when the zebras, which belonged to a local circus, somehow escaped from their enclosure. Whether through human error or an opportunistic dash for freedom, the 2 animals found themselves loose in an unfamiliar, chaotic environment. Instead of open savannas, they faced traffic lights, honking cars, and crowded sidewalks. Eyewitnesses were baffled as they saw the black and white striped creatures charging through the streets, weaving between vehicles and galloping across intersections as if they were on a daring escape mission. Videos of the incident quickly spread across social media, capturing the surreal image of zebras sprinting through urban landscapes. Some onlookers found the spectacle amusing, while others worried for the safety of both the animals and the people around them. Drivers slammed on their brakes, confused pedestrians scrambled to get out of the way, and authorities rushed to respond before the situation turned dangerous. Unlike horses, zebras are known for their unpredictable nature, making the challenge of capturing them even greater. Belgian police and animal control teams swiftly intervened, carefully strategizing how to contain the runaway animals without causing them additional distress. Their main concern was preventing the zebras from running into oncoming traffic, which could have resulted in serious accidents. After nearly an hour of pursuit, officials managed to corner the zebras in a secure area, finally bringing their wild run to an end. Once captured, the zebras were safely returned to their owners at the circus, unharmed but undoubtedly shaken. The incident, however, sparked broader discussions about the ethics of keeping wild animals in captivity, particularly in circuses where their living conditions are often questionable. While the zebra's adventure lasted only a short time, it served as a powerful reminder of the unpredictability of nature and the delicate balance between the wild and the urban world. For the people of Brussels, it was a day they wouldn't soon forget, a day when their city, just for a moment, felt like the African plains.